Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And man, this place is rocking today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the game. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're into that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. It's a toss play to the right. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the running back takes the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Third down, out of the shotgun. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game. And he's able to do that right here.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
The Huskies will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Walters. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington 14, Ohio State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. You think about it over the years, Chris, they've got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Gets into space at the 50. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Just ran away from the defense. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
21, Ohio State 7.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Huskies will line up to boot it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Fighting off the tackler. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now 2-possession lead. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The back in motion now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Nice throw, caught for a completion. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
He's got his man wide open. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. Only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Toss play, running right. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskies will kick it away to get us going in the 2nd half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He shreds the tackle. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Offense operating from the pistol. Single back, takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. We do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this.
Heads up a fake direct snap to the up man. And the head coach's gamble there pays off. They do get the 1st down.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's going to take off. fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they go in front here in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Now they get set to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter play. This is Ohio State 28, Washington 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to run it. It's Price. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and goal. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal up that loss. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
easy here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And the quarterback dropping back. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that run produces a decent gain. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Bringing pressure. He's got the first down and more. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid.
The 23.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Excellent effort here by this running back. Puts him in field goal range, but let's face it, that's not going to help him out. They've got to score a touchdown here.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Now here's the toss play. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll scramble for a first down and, importantly, get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
They go with a direct snap. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 16 sets the kickoff.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get him as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
This time, a completion. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Now here comes the bunch formation. They're going to run it here. That one moves the ball across the 40. Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Walker. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets rid of it on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
This offense is already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. Why not go for it again? And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. When you've already converted 4 for 4 on 4th down, why not go for it again? See if they can stay perfect. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times.
It's a touchdown as they jump on top during overtime.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for two and the win?
What a job of answering it, coming up with that touchdown. Good throw by the quarterback, put a touchdown on the board, and now with all this momentum, man, part of me really wants to just try to end it right here and go for two for the victory.
And he knocks through the PAT.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 4-2 ball.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in second overtime. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's in there. The conversion is good. Great execution, and it pushes the lead to 8.
Washington 50, Ohio State 42.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for a touchdown. But still work to do. They need a 2-point conversion to force a third overtime. And now the wrinkle here in double overtime. They must set up for a 2-point try. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And no, he doesn't get in. They've stopped him to win the game in double overtime. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.